Imagine you're given just 12 ships and sent to fight 350 enemy ships. Would you fight or give up? But today's story is about a warrior who not only faced a huge army of 350 ships, but won one of history's most impossible battles and stunned the whole world. The story begins in the year 1597. We see a man being brutally tortured. He is no ordinary man, but a brave soldier of the Korean army. He's been accused of spying in the war raging between Japan and Korea. This is a time when all of Korea is burning in the fire of war, with destruction everywhere. We are told that since 1592, the Japanese army has been attacking Korea continuously. In many big battles, the Korean army has suffered heavy losses. The situation is so bad that Japanese soldiers are now trying to capture Korea's coastal areas as well. Slowly, the Japanese fleet moves northward and finally reaches the Korean capital. This news comes as a huge shock to the whole country. Meanwhile, we see the tortured soldier. He reads a letter. The letter says that all his military ranks and honors are being taken away. Reading this, he feels deep pain. The country for which he risked his whole life has stopped trusting him. Yet, despite this, he doesn't feel even a bit of hatred for his country. He is a true patriot. He resolves to take revenge on Japan for this insult. He will answer them. After this, he begins gathering the remaining soldiers. He takes control of the surviving boats and ships. The soldiers with him also start collecting weapons. Slowly, a small army starts forming again. Sometime later, he camps with his soldiers at a port by the sea. He plans to make his next strategy from here. On the other side, just a short distance away, another port is already under Japanese control. Now he sits with his trusted soldiers and officers, planning against the Japanese. Then one captain suggests that they should follow the king's order and join the rest of the army. He points out that many soldiers from their army have already fled the battlefield out of fear of Japan. Supporting him, another soldier says that in the last few days, many more soldiers have deserted the army. Hearing this, everyone present gets worried. But surprisingly, their leader remains completely calm. Seeing his silence, another captain gets angry. He starts arguing with the soldiers who support their leader. In no time, the atmosphere becomes tense, and eventually the meeting has to be ended midway. The next day, we see a Japanese camp. A powerful Japanese commander is shown, who has made a huge plan to capture the Korean king. He is fully confident of victory this time because he believes Korea's most dangerous naval commander will no longer stand in their way. Not only that, Japanese rulers have sent experienced generals and many more soldiers to help them. Now the Japanese army is stronger than before, and they are certain that whatever hope Korea has left will soon be finished. We then see a spy in the Korean camp, their trusted spy. He has brought an important letter. That letter contains detailed information about the Japanese army's preparations. The spy also tells him about the activities going on at the enemy-held port. As soon as he gets this information, he sends the spy back into enemy territory to gather more crucial news. The spy is about to leave when his wife gives him a talisman so that her husband may return safely. On the other hand, the atmosphere at the Japanese headquarters is completely different. A general there tells his commander that they should attack immediately. According to him, the Korean army is very weak right now and won't be hard to defeat. But another Japanese general does not like hearing this at all. An argument begins between them, which soon threatens to turn into a fight. However, soldiers manage to intervene and calm the matter down. The commander supports the first general, saying that victory will be celebrated soon. The Japanese army has full faith in its strength. The next morning, a ship arrives at the Korean port. As soon as the soldiers see that ship, their faces turn pale, because the ship carries the bodies of their commander's men and several Korean soldiers who have been killed. This sight shakes everyone to the core. The Japanese army wants to send a clear message. Anyone who stands against them will meet the same fate. Back at the Japanese camp, a general angrily storms to another general. He has learned that the order to send the bodies of the Korean commander and his army was given by that general. He angrily says that this act could provoke the enemy's most dangerous commander even more. But instead of listening, the second general starts mocking his old defeat. Hearing this, the first general loses his temper and steps forward to attack. Just then, his soldiers hold him back. The second general then draws his sword and threatens him, saying clearly that he came here only to kill his enemy, and if anyone tries to get in his way, he won't spare them either. After a while, we learn that this general's enmity goes beyond just war. His brother died in a previous battle, and now he wants revenge for his death. On the other side, in the Korean camp, a soldier is caught trying to run away. He trembles with fear, saying the Japanese army is too cruel and he doesn't want to die in battle. Hearing his words, everyone present is stunned. But his commander can't tolerate this at all. He immediately sentences that soldier to death. Seeing this, everyone is shocked, but the commander's intention is clear. He doesn't want fear to spread in his army. He wants every soldier to stand firm till the end and not retreat at any cost. After this, he goes to an island famous for its dangerous sea currents. The water flows so fiercely that its sound resembles a weeping person. The local people consider going there inauspicious. Actually, the Japanese army also wants to capture this very area. But a different plan is running in the commander's mind. He knows that if these currents are used at the right time, this very place can change the course of the war. That very night, he has a strange dream. In the dream, he sees some dead soldiers pleading with him to avenge their country. He wakes up startled, but then realizes that some strangers are around him, dressed like ninjas. They had come to attack him secretly. Suddenly, his son arrives. Father and son fight the attackers together and eventually kill them all. When their masks are removed, a shocking truth is revealed. These were the men of the same captain who had been opposing his decisions earlier. A while later, he steps outside and sees one of his special warships engulfed in flames. He quickly understands this is the work of the treacherous captain. The captain is trying to escape by sea, but before he can flee, a loyal officer spots him and shoots an arrow, finishing him in one strike. During this time, his spy manages to infiltrate deep inside the Japanese headquarters with great difficulty. As he moves forward hiding, he sees a prisoner trying to escape. The spy helps him and kills a Japanese soldier. But then more soldiers arrive. To save himself, he blends into the line of prisoners and pretends to be one of them. While moving ahead, he meets another secret Korean soldier who is gathering information while living among the enemy. He hands an important message to his comrade and says, "Get this news to our commander as quickly as possible." After some time, the message finally reaches their commander. The news is very alarming. The next day, the Japanese army is going to attack with hundreds of ships. Hearing this, tension spreads throughout the camp. As night falls, Japanese soldiers start preparing their weapons, gunpowder, and warships. The Korean army also engages in battle preparations, but their soldiers' morale is broken. Many say they have neither enough weapons nor enough ships to face the enemy. Some soldiers even say it would be better to be punished now rather than go into battle. Seeing his soldiers in this state, their commander makes a big decision. He gathers everyone nearby and sets their houses on fire. Then he tells everyone, "It is better to die fighting with honor than to live as a slave of the enemy." Hearing his words, courage awakens in the people again, and all become ready for war. The next morning, the army advances towards the battlefield. Reaching there, he readies all his ships and soldiers. Around this time, his secret spies also join the army. Then, with only 12 ships, he moves out into the sea. From the other side, the Japanese army is advancing with hundreds of ships and thousands of soldiers. Seeing such a huge force, the Korean soldiers' courage wavers once again. Their 11 ships retreat, but their commander keeps moving forward alone with his ship. Soon, the enemy gets very close, but he is deliberately standing at the spot where the sea currents are most dangerous. Due to the fierce waves and tremendous current, Japanese ships start crashing into each other. As soon as he gets the chance, he orders his soldiers to attack. In no time, the first Japanese unit is badly destroyed. Seeing this, the enemy general sends in his second unit. One of his officers reports that the sea pressure is so high that even their own ship is struggling to keep balance. But the commander, instead of panicking, orders them to move forward. He knows his real plan hasn't fully played out yet. Soon, the second Japanese unit enters the battle. Fierce fighting begins on both sides. Many Korean soldiers are killed, and the situation becomes very dire. Then, in anger, a soldier sets fire to a large barrel full of gunpowder. The next moment, a massive explosion occurs. The blast is so powerful that many Japanese soldiers nearby are killed. However, the Korean commander also gets injured in this explosion. Even wounded, he does not give up. He orders his soldiers to ready the heavy cannons. Slowly, all cannons are assembled at one place. Then he commands his soldiers to duck down. As soon as they lie flat, the cannons start spitting fire. The sea echoes with powerful blasts, and the second Japanese unit is completely destroyed right there. The remaining Japanese soldiers are finished off by the Korean warriors. His eyes fall on the enemy commander. He is about to take aim when the commander's captain shoots an arrow that hits the sniper directly in the eye. He drops dead on the spot. Then the commander orders the captain to move the ship to the other side. On the other side, the Japanese general sends a special ship after the commander, loaded with a lot of gunpowder and carrying several Korean prisoners. It seemed as if he already knew what the commander was going to do next. Slowly, that ship approaches the commander's ship. Its goal is to reach the Korean ships and cause a massive blast. Meanwhile, the commander's soldiers keep attacking that ship continuously. Due to the attacks, a part of the ship breaks off completely. Then a Korean soldier spots his fellow spy aboard the same ship. The spy throws gunpowder into the water, trying to signal danger. Seeing this, the soldier immediately informs the commander. The spy tries to change the ship's direction so it can't reach the Korean ships. But just then, some Japanese soldiers spot him and attack him from behind, trying to kill him. Before they can kill him, though, the commander and his soldiers kill those Japanese soldiers. Meanwhile, the spy's wife, standing at a distance, is watching all this. She understands that the ship is extremely dangerous, so she continuously warns them through gestures. Her warning proves useful, and the Korean soldiers target that ship in time. Finally, the ship is destroyed before it can reach its target. Seeing all his plans fail, the Japanese general becomes enraged. Now he decides to attack directly. He orders his ship to ram the commander's ship. Soon, the two ships come face to face. But just then, a huge wave rises in the sea. Because of that wave, the Japanese general's ship changes direction. Instead of hitting the ship it was supposed to ram, it ends up right alongside it. Now the ships were so close that soldiers could directly attack each other. Fierce fighting erupts between Japanese and Korean soldiers. During this, the commander's gaze turns toward the distant sea. He sees the 11 ships that had earlier retreated now coming back to help them. The Japanese general is also now advancing to kill his enemies himself. He wants to win this battle at any cost. A Korean soldier tries to stop him and attacks him. But it seems as if the general knows no fear. Despite being wounded, he keeps pushing forward. Seeing their commander in danger, Korean soldiers step up to protect him. They shoot arrows at the general continuously so he can't advance. But he is not willing to stop under any condition. His eyes are fixed only on his enemy. When he tries to advance once more, their commander finally steps forward angrily. In the next moment, he strikes a powerful blow with his sword and finishes the general off. With the death of their most dangerous general, chaos breaks out in the Japanese army, and the Korean soldiers' courage soars even higher. Then the commander orders his remaining 11 ships to advance. Now the whole Korean fleet launches a counterattack on the Japanese ships together. In no time, the sea turns into a battleground, with smoke, fire, and explosions all around. One by one, Japanese ships are destroyed. Many sink into the sea and thousands of soldiers are killed. Within a short time, the Japanese army completely collapses. They have neither the strength to fight nor any way to escape. Finally, the Korean army wins this historic battle. Thus, with his patience, courage, and brilliant planning, their commander wins a battle that at the beginning seemed almost completely impossible. With this, the story ends here. This story teaches us that no matter how difficult the circumstances, we must never give up. Victory may or may not come, But as long as a person doesn't stop trying, their defeat is never certain.